Hey everyone, welcome back to Gundam Build Guide, and we have a somewhat serious topic this week. Okay, so if you guys don't know what's up, next month Gundam Batlog is releasing online, and this is basically the anime conclusion or outcome of 2 years of playing this game, putting all our hard work into a fucking anime, which is hardcore as hell. Very, very cool. Now, the in-game characters right now in the story are steering right into it, and this is so meta and so awesome. Now, when Batlog comes out, all the characters are going to get some brand spanking new Gundams, which they are currently in development on inside the game. Toma is dead set on making the Live Lands Heaven, Protagonist is working on the Helios Gundam, and Sana is developing her Perfect Strike Freedom Gundam. And dear sweet Misa has no idea what she's doing at all, but has definitely settled on some kind of God Gundam kit bash. Now, this would be really cool if the suspense for all these events had not been subcutted by the fact that as soon as the anime was announced, all these Gundams were fully revealed to build up hype for people to potentially buy the model kits and of course buy these Gundams in this game. Now, in this game, these Gundams have been a while because they've been dropping them piecemeal one at a time every couple of weeks. So they've been doing a reoccurring Sokai festival in the game where typically they put one Batlog suit up, and at the same time they put up a different suit that is sometimes cooler, but most of the time it hasn't been, and always the suit that is not the Batlog suit has remarkably worse pulling odds. Now, you could see this event happening really clearly during the week when the Blazing Gundam was up against the Gion Ultron. Now, both of these suits only had a few parts, but because of the difference in the odds, I was able to get almost the entire Blazing Gundam very simply, while meanwhile I only got one part of the Gion Ultron and was angry. Now, this week we had another Sokai festival, and the suits were the Perfect Strike Freedom and the Phantom Gundam. Now, unfortunately, with this week's lineup compared to the previous week, in the previous weeks we had the Batlog suits on the one end, and on the opposite end were very lackluster Gundams. The sole exception to that was the Gion Ultron, which was cool as hell. Unfortunately, this week they completely flipped the script, so we got another Batlog suit, the Sana Perfect Strike Freedom, and I was not wowed by this. Aside from the unique and very cool backpack, it's just another reconfigured Strike Gundam, which at this point we've seen 20 of in this game. Now, I did end up getting the arms out of the double Sokai, which comes with a really bombastic attack, which I'm totally digging, even if it does come locked to a beam shield. But anyway, I did not like the Strike Gundam. Now, for a million reasons, which I am now going to list off, I wanted the Phantom Gundam. Now, the Phantom Gundam, for those of you unfamiliar with it, is the protagonist Gundam of the currently ongoing manga Crossbone Gundam Ghost. Crossbone Gundam Ghost is a sequel to Crossbone Gundam set in a post-Victory Gundam time period instead of a post-F91 time period. So this here is an upgraded Crossbone Gundam, the strongest Crossbone Gundam ever, with the full technology of the V2 Gundam from Victory Gundam. On top of that, it has some technology from some Zankar suits, awesome from Victory Gundam. And all of that makes this Gundam the most chronologically advanced UC Gundam to ever be featured in this game. It can only potentially be surpassed by the G-Savior, which I don't think we're getting anytime soon. Now, on top of all that, if that wasn't cool enough for you, it's fucking green. That's just cool. That's such cool shit. Because there has never been a green protagonist Gundam. And it lights itself on fire like it's friggin' Ghost Rider. God damn, would you look at this Gundam? It has so much personality. Now, on top of the aesthetic masterpiece, which is the Phantom Gundam, the whole thing lights on fire when it is in super mode in the game. Now, on top of that, we've gotten some clues to what the parts do because it's been released. The head is one of the best melee heads ever. The arms have an eye field, which gives it almost immunity to shooters, if not strong defense. And on top of that, the legs and the back both have some really good EX skills. And then topping it all off, the weapons on this thing, it has 3 swords and a gun. Almost all the weapons boost its stats very significantly to give it really critical melee stats and really critical EX skill stats. So going into this week, I had clear goals in my mind. Fuck the Strike Gundam. I don't like it. I don't like Sana. I love the Phantom Gundam. I want the Phantom Gundam to be my new melee main. Unfortunately, all the previous stated situations that I just described created another Batlog Sokai festival where the Batlog suit has good odds and the other suit has shit odds. And this destroyed me. I thought that since both these suits have 9 parts, it would make a difference, but this time I destroyed myself. I forced my way through this event just to see what would happen with this garbage. And I did the whole double soak guy where I only just got the arms of the strike. And then to add insult to injury, I did 12 pulls on the Phantom Gundam. And the Phantom Gundam banner officially hurt my soul. Now, rewatching how I did on the playback video, I got 1 part out of every 2 pulls I did, getting me a total of 6 parts in 12 pulls. But making this matter extremely painful was the fact that 4 of those 6 parts were just the fucking heat knife, which I got over and over and over again, despite it being arguably the worst part of this entire Gundam. So the Phantom Gundam is so fucking great, but you must pull this with extreme caution because this banner has some of the worst odds we've ever seen. It has extremely negative, maybe you'll get a part, maybe you won't, 50-50 odds. Now, that sucks. Well, on the bright side, I at least got the head and the legs, so that combined with the perfect strike arms and some leftover victory parts put together my whatever junk Phantom Gundam of the week. Hey, it's got funnels, that makes it cool. Other than that, it's a pretty calm week. There's a new crew multiplayer mission. Hey my crew, let's get together tomorrow, we'll handle this thing at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And the suit of the week is the Peru 2 Puebly Mark II, the red version. Now, if you got the Peru 1 Puebly, the Mark II blue version, this is pretty unapologetically the same suit. As it is, the blue version came out a few weeks ago, so they really didn't split them up at all either. Now, I really don't see any major difference between these suits stat-wise or skill-wise. I might be wrong, but in my eyes, they're just the same goddamn suit, except one is red, one is blue. That being said, as with the blue one, it's a decent suit. It does your business. It's a really fun scenario mission suit. I actually had a great time beating the missions with it because it was so fun to use. It crushed its enemies and it did things with style and grace, which only a Puebly can deliver. Now, lastly, there's a new melee battle circuit. The melee battle circuit, I had an okay time with it. I've gotten used to the battle circuits being more time trial based, and thankfully, since it is melee based, that mixes up the challenge quite a lot. So I was able to make a series of pretty interesting G Gundam based suits that got me through this battle circuit in a pretty fun and fair way. And so that's about it for this week. Puebly Mark II, decent suit. Strike Gundam, decent suit. Phantom Gundam is fantastic, but you're going to go broke unlocking it. So, gah. That was me, Buster Green, and this was a very painful edition of Gundam Breaker Build Guide. See you next week. I need to stop spending money on this game. Later!